Hello, everybody.
Yo. Hello.
Yes. Welcome back to Who Would Win Wednesdays. I'm your host, Jack.
I'm Megan, the other host.
Yes.
No, we're equals, though.
We're equals. Welcome to our 20th episode of Who Would Win Wednesdays. It's a milestone. It's a milestone, really. 20 episodes, that's 20 weeks in a row, except for that 1 week we skipped, that we've done Who Would Win Wednesdays. Mm-hmm.
That's...
If you think about it, that's quite a few weeks. 20, that's almost...
just a little bit. We've been going since October 13th, I think. That was the official starting date.
So that's like 4.5 months ago. So we're...
Sheesh.
It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But we're getting down to the end here because today's episode will be the quarterfinals of the Who Would Win Wednesday bracket, a.k.a. the WWWW. So we're going to do all 4 matchups here to whittle it down from 8 final contenders to our final 4.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. How many... Yeah. So this is the what?
The quarterfinals.
Okay.
And then next week, the semifinals.
What was before?
The octo finals? I don't know. The round 2. There's round 1, then the round... There's probably is a name. Isn't this good water?
Well, now I'm more inclined to drink more because it got a little flavor.
Yeah.
You know?
You're right.
That's what I was saying.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. Yeah.
Yep, so we're finished with round 2 of the bracket.
Uh-huh.
Do you want to tell the people who we're talking about today?
Today on the roster we have 8 reindeers that are Santa's.
Yes.
Santa's reindeer versus 77 minions. And then we have 503 bees coming back again. But this time versus the 53 shoppers. And then we have Mr. Miyagi versus 213 bossing common squirrels. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
And then finally we have the 8 mini rocks versus Gru himself.
That's right. Powerhouse battles. Some of these, I think pretty much the order that you spoke them in would be the order of powerhouseness.
Yeah. That's what I was holding off on the
right.
Gru one.
Right. So I think we should talk about them in that order.
Mm-hmm, me too.
Starting. Good idea. That's smart. Big genius. All right. Well, we can once again go to our name picker.
Our trusty wusty name picker.
Yep.
Whatever. Miniwebtool.com.
Miniwebtool.com helped us out a few weeks in a row now.
All right. My pick.
Megan's first pick.
First pick. Who would it be? I don't know.
We're doing 4 matchups in one.
Mine is, I got the minions.
The minions. I'm actually really, I'm really curious to see who is actually going to come out of these because, when we came up with these random contenders such a long time ago, some of them, it's like, did we even think they would make it to the top? But no. Oh, write me down for reindeer because you got the minions.
Oh, right.
I'll be talking about the reindeer for our first matchup here today.
Pick it. Pick it.
Oh, I get to pick. I get to click the button. Ready? 3, 2, 1. This is my pick.
I accidentally put the rain. Okay, I didn't delete the reindeer.
That's fine. Shop. I'll be getting the shoppers.
And I will get the 503 bees.
Yep. I had the shoppers last week, right? And the bees. Did you talk about the bees last time?
I can't remember.
Yeah, you did, because I talked about the elephant. Rip the elephant. So he was...
Man, it's really hard to, bring up new points.
I know.
About the contenders that you've already had.
I know, because we're talking about
Or
them
like we've already talked
weeks
about.
in a row.
Yeah. Yeah, especially.
But imagine if we'd done one
My
whole
pick,
episode
again,
for
sorry.
each. That would have been a lot to talk about. So we're doing...
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
yeah. Ooh, okay.
Acceleration. I got The Rock. Oh.
Meghan has the rocks. The 8 miniature Dwayne Johnsons.
Which means Jack has Gru.
Do I have... last time I had Gru, right?
Yeah. This is... Oh my god.
Gru was, as we recall, he was very friendly with the worm.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay.
All right, now.
Now it's between Mr. Miyagi or the squirrels.
So I get to pick now. I get to pick, although it doesn't really matter at all because it's random either way, but I like to click the button.
Lord.
Ooh, okay, Miyagi. There it is. Anyway. We're going to be doing 8-minute.
How about 5?
6?
Because 6.5?
6.5. I'm down with 6.5.
6:45.
Why do you keep going up? You wanted to go down.
I don't know.
6 minutes.
I don't know. Yeah.
6 minutes.
Nice. Even numbed.
Yeah. 6 minutes and 9 seconds. There we go. All right, 6 minutes and 9 seconds. That will be our battle duration today. Starting off with...
The 8 reindeer versus the 77 minions. Who would win on Wednesday? Who would win this battle? Let's figure it out. Ready, set, gear.
My turn. Okay.
I spoke already. Go.
Talking about the reindeer. Okay, so Santa's got 8 reindeer. As we found out in the Christmas season, when we talked about them initially, we kind of found out that they have some immense strength. I mean, these guys are beefy. I mean, in maybe the collective imagination, a reindeer is kind of like a Bambi, like a little foofy little deer. But these guys are like regular deer, but like just Arctic beefcake powerhouse big boys. They took on 2 bears. I mean, they defeated a grizzly bear and a polar bear, 2 of the most fiercest bears. And they took those guys on. I mean, we haven't even talked about the magic yet. They're magic and they're totally just jacked. And I think they could do what you said Harambe would do to the minions, aka puntin' and bunkin' and whatever. Plumpin'. That was your phraseology. That is my piece. That is my opening statement. I will now hand it over to you.
77 minions. Wow. Once again, I have the upper hand. I have the numbers again, but not by choice. But I have the minions and these Daves and Carls and Stewarts and Bobs will defeat the reindeer. Simply numbers. They are so... And what did we say the other episode? We were like, hey, they are virtually indestructible. So sorry, I'm like screaming.
That's fine. You're good.
Oh,
You're not.
Okay, well...
It just looks like you are. You're not, though.
They will bump.
All right. Here's my imagination. We are taken to a snowy northern land, similar to the kind of the opening
Scene of the Minion movie.
Yes, where they all are kind of in the ice cave and they're all like depressed because they have no direction.
Yes.
So they're just all chilling. The minions are just kind of like living their depressed lives, And here come these reindeer because the minions have taken over their turf, and the reindeer, that's where they're from, They don't want these outsiders coming in. So they gear up into flight, and they just start whizzing around these minions, and they just kick them, just with their hooves. They just kick those dudes off a ice cliff or something, where they will never return to fight. That is my statement. Feel free to rebut or not.
Well, I feel like the reindeer could potentially become somehow their master. Like the minions could like be like, hey. Although they aren't evil enough.
No, because that would imply Santa is evil, which
Yo.
is very false.
Faults?
False.
Yeah.
He knows when you are bad or good, so be good for goodness sake, not bad for badness sake.
Bad.
That is in the song.
It is? No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Badness?
No. Goodness is in the song.
I
Badness
know. Cut it. You're going to leave it in. It's fine. I'll leave it in. It's funny.
Definitive proof that Santa is not evil, therefore the reindeer can't be evil, therefore the minions will...
But he's always watching.
Okay.
That's kind of creeps.
You're right. Normally.
Children.
I mean, what do children have to hide, right?
Minions. I don't know. They are fun. They could, you know what they could do? I feel like they always are clever and they have some sort of like singy-songy to like lure these bad guys in. I'm just saying that the reindeer are bad guys just because they're going to oppose them. But
from their perspective, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I feel like they could somehow make friends with the enemy because they seem to do that a lot. You know, they just like are like, hey. They're fun. They're fun little friend beans. So I feel like they are sociable and they are friendly and they are.
I think really the only chance the minions have at defeating the reindeer is if they cause some kind of accidental catastrophe.
True, that somehow ends up in their favor.
That somehow ends up just like they somehow set off like a volcano.
Or like they somehow like shake the ground so hard in the ice cave that like icicles come down and like you know.
They somehow just like accelerate global warming.
Just by like they're singing like and then they heat up the cave and it just goes.
Yeah, and the reindeer just collapse into the world. That's really the only chance I'm seeing.
I guess so, yeah, because I feel like at that stage, well, I feel like it's only fair that the minions would have some sort of
jalapeno damn.
You want to finish your thought?
Let me just say my statement.
Go ahead.
I feel like it's only fair that to the minions to have some sort of weapon because the reindeer have magic. Anyway.
True. Fair point.
That's it.
All right. Should we? What do you say? Look it up.
Sure.
Heading over to my Instagram, which if you care, at ber.telli. 8 reindeer, 77 minions. Who wins? Let's see what people voted for. Ooh, 77 minions. Okay. 58%, 42%. Cool. 7 votes to 5 votes. Looks like.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys. Looks like the minions will be moving on.
I'm surprised.
I've just gotten a text message from Salvatore Vulcano. OMG. Salvatore Vulcano merch.
No. Sal. Oh my god.
Okay.
Emergency.
This is what he says. Okay, man.
Oh
yeah.
Oh, are you kidding me? I need it. Are you kidding me?
Well, we just do want to give a major shout out to our colleague in the podcasting industry, Salvatore Vulcano.
And shout out to the homeless pimp.
Shout out to the homeless pimp.
Joe DeRosa, Chris Stefano.
If you're watching,
TT Jerry.
And TT Jerry. If you're watching, and we know that you are.
Next battle, we have 503 bees. Versus 53 shoppers. Who would win? Who would win? Who would win? Who would win? 6 minutes on the clock. Let's go, yas. 503 bees is what I have. Yep. What can I say? I got you. Numbies again. But also, I have all the numbered ones. Anyway, so sorry. As we've discussed in the past, these shoppers are dumb. they're not the brightest bulbs. I feel, just to be Black Friday shoppers, I feel like you have to be a little bit. Anyway, so 503 bees are smart and they are powerful. They are, as we've seen, I actually didn't think that they would make it this far, but they have. So I'm not really saying anything, but go, please.
All right. Well,
I just was saying
that is okay.
words.
In all honesty, I really don't think the shoppers should win.
I'm tired of speaking about them.
I'm tired of
They're
talking about the shoppers.
stupid and annoying.
It was funny at the time we introduced them because it was like Black Friday episode.
That's the only reason why they're here.
Yeah.
And now it's fine. Watch they win. Bro.
Oh, that would be awful.
That would be the worst.
I mean, I feel like every other contender that we're talking about today is like kind of cool.
Yeah.
But the shoppers just kind of stick out because they're just kind of dumb. Like, just so underpowered compared to everything else. Like, 503 bees, I mean, that's kind of cool. Bees are cool, I guess. Mr. Miyagi, cool. 213 squirrels, that's a lot of squirrels. Grew. So, I mean, I guess I have to talk about the shoppers. There is a chance that they could win because, I mean, the 503 bees, the first episode, they went up against like 28 middle schoolers or something like that. I mean, the middle schoolers...
13.
It's only 13?
Wasn't it? 13 middle schoolers?
Oh, 31. It was 31.
Almost there.
Almost.
Just flipped. Anyway.
Totally lost my train of thought. Got it. Back. The bees. I mean, they should be able to beat a bunch of stinky little kids, no problem. But 53 shoppers, these guys are adults. I mean, 503 bees is a lot. It's about 10 bees to one person, though. Which, if you think about it, isn't that much.
Yeah, but it is... Well, we're not saying like a battle to the death. Because obviously 503 bees wouldn't make it that far, I'm saying just like a battle to surrender, because 503 bees, that's a lot of bees. Even 10 bees, you don't want 10 angry bees at you at once.
No.
Because that's scary. And also I feel like a lot of people, like the majority of people have a pretty big fear of bees. So I think that's pretty valid for them to surrender, the shoppers to surrender, because though they probably couldn't do as much damage as you think that they would. I mean, I think just one sting, a few stings, maximum 10-ish each shopper. I feel like that's just like enough for them to call it quits.
Yeah.
Although I am thinking that since they are shoppers and they're coming from Walmart, that they could stock up on what they have at Walmart rated.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, I don't think this would necessarily be like a death match because I feel like 53 adults could wind up killing 503 bees. It might take a while and they might be brutally hurt from stinging, but I feel like it could be done. But in like a short-term battle, I think the bees would probably win. I think the shopper's best hope is just for things they might find in the store, or maybe like I was talking about last week with the flip-flops, take those suckers off and smack the bees in the air. Feel like they could handle 10, maybe 10, or get a fly swatter or any sort of lightweight smacking device. I don't know. I think it's possible. It's possible. Do I want it to happen? No. Should I? Because it's been chosen for me? Yes. Do I resent that? Also, yes.
Yeah.
Well, last time they were taking on the elephant, right? So these were those are Africanized. Are these Americanized?
Well, we didn't.
Because this is Walmart. What? Go ahead.
Sure. I don't know. I don't care. They're bees.
They're bees. Whatever kind of bees you want.
Well, I think I only said like to beef them up against
Right.
the elephant. But then we learn that they have a fear of bees,
Yeah, true.
which is funny.
I think bees are just one of those things that every living thing just kind of has a fear of, even if they don't really, like an elephant.
Understand it.
Yeah.
But I mean, elephants are very intelligent, so
Yeah.
maybe it's just like it could be like irrational, or it's like a passed down fear, like they were told.
Their
you know.
elephant parents were like, "Listen, guys, there's
Well,
these little things,
yeah.
psst, and they sting you."
Like instinctual.
Yeah, I think it's just kind of an instinctual thing. Shani. Let's take a look at the polls. Okay. 503 bees.
Okay, good.
I really wouldn't want to have to talk about 53 Walmart shoppers in the
Mhm.
semi-final round. So 503 bees going on. 58% to 42%. Once again, 7-5.
All right, next matchup we have Mr. Miyagi versus 213 squirrels. Who would win? We have 6 minutes on the clock. Let's go. All right, I have the squirrels and Jack has Mr. Miyagi.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
All right, I have Mr. Miyagi. I have to be honest with you, 213 squirrels is a lot for one man to take on. I feel like the people who voted on this, who I assume to be about 12 people, according to the past trends, 12 people are probably going to pick Mr. Miyagi just because he's made it this far.
Yeah, I'm surprised that the squirrels have made it this far, but I guess it's because of the other opponent.
Mm-hmm.
I can't really remember, but I'm low-key kind of tired of talking about the squirrels. But
You are? I guess.
yeah, because it's Dwight somehow
They beat Dwight. If they can beat Dwight, they can probably beat Mr. Miyagi.
which
I
is
mean,
like
Mr. Miyagi is he's powerful, but he's old.
he's old.
And
Squirrels could have rabies.
squirrels could have rabies. But let's just say, for the sake of argument, Mr. Miyagi is very prepared for this. I don't know what kind of moves he would do, because I'm not a really karate expert.
Praying mantis.
Praying mantis, sure. But I feel downward dog. I don't know. He may be able
It's
to.
yoga.
I feel like he could probably take out one squirrel with a very swift blow. Like if he just does like a little chop thing to his neck or something, I feel like that squirrel's probably going to be
Yeah, a little wax on, wax off.
down for the count.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like he could reduce the number of squirrels very quickly. That being said, I know it would be kind of uncomfortable to have over 200 squirrels piling on you.
But I feel like, yeah, maybe at first he would be able to take them on, like, oh, yeah. But then I feel like it would just become way too much for him.
Right.
And, I mean, you see, like, you have, like, let's say, like, 5 bite you at once. You'd be like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
Right.
So I don't know.
It's tough. I genuinely don't know who is
would
going to win. What if it's a tie? Have we considered that?
True. No. We've never had it except for the first episode,
First
but then
episode,
it changed.
Yeah, then it changed. When did I post these? I think it was like around this time yesterday,
But
right?
we've had like very close, like
Mhm.
50,
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, in my mind, there's a strong possibility of it going 6-6, assuming there's 12 voters, of it being a 50-50, because realistically, the squirrels would win, so some people are probably aware of that, but Mr. Miyagi is a fan favorite, and in the minds of many, he is just too powerful. I think it would be kind of entertaining to see Mr. Miyagi just like slapping squirrels. Just imagine like they all just run up to him and he just kicks them.
Sure, Mr. Miyagi could take on like a pretty good crowd. Like if he can like whoop on those like teenage boys. But I think the thing with that is like humans have brains and they like think about their actions and like they wait for that moment to like attack.
Right.
When Miyagi's like free or like done with the other ones.
Mhm.
But like squirrels would just come all at once. I feel like one
Right.
squirrel would just be like, okay, we all hate this guy, and they'll be like, okay, like I'll
Yeah, they're
go.
all just like
So it's not
ravaging
like
him.
yeah, and I feel like especially because they're rodents, their claws are like really sharp, and they
Mhm.
could do some damage. Maybe not like one, but it would 213. That's a lot of squirrels. And even if he takes out a few, that's still a lot of squirrels. Anyway.
Yeah, and I mean, people have kind of a self-preservation kind of instinct, so they might kind of relent and kind of back off, but the squirrels are just going to keep like going at him even if it hurts them. That could be good or bad for the squirrels. It could be good because
Yeah.
that just means they're doing whatever it takes to defeat this old guy, but it could be bad because they get easily hurt and then they just kind of perish after that. I don't know. It's tough. Who do I think would win? You ask, which you didn't, but if you did, I would say probably the squirrels.
Realistically, yeah.
Realistically.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we'll have to see what the people think.
Mm-hmm.
The winner of this is going to take on the minions.
Bees.
No, the minions.
Oh. Okay, I see.
How much time we got
Mr.
left?
Yep.
29 seconds.
All right, shoddy.
Do you have any final thoughts?
Nope.
All right. Well, I guess I'll just cancel that. 20 seconds left. We'll go over to the Grim. Ooh, wow, okay. Mr. Miyagi with a 75% margin of victory. 75% to 25%. Okay. I thought,
I'm surprised.
yeah, considering I was supposed to talk about Mr. Miyagi, but we both thought that the squirrels would win.
Yeah, we were both like squirrels.
Yeah. So, wow,
Anyway.
okay, Mr. Miyagi going, advancing in the brack. Getting close to the end.
All right, our final battle of the episode. We have 8 miniature rocks versus Gru, the one and only felonious Gru. 6 minutes on the clock. Who would win? Go.
Your turn.
I have the mini rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Jack has Gru. Yeah. These are, though they are mini, we've said this before, and I guess that's why they have moved on so far. They are mini. They have brute power. They are squat. They still got his mass. They got his muscles. So, yeah. Doesn't matter how small they are. They can still oomph. You know what I mean? So, Gru, that skinny, tall, long nose person, couldn't stand a chance.
Yeah.
Although
Go ahead.
he has webs, but rocks are rocks. Oh my god, you know what I was thinking? In my head, they're going like it's really hard to I wish I could like animate like really quickly, you know what I mean? Anyway.
If you want to act it out, I'll hold your mic for you.
I was gonna do it with my hands. So basically, yeah, you have these rocks. Let's say here are 4. You see them?
Yep.
You know, they can like, you know what I mean? And,
Like the human pyramid?
No, they can like stack, and then oh yo.
Oh, like a totem pole?
Let's say one of them just goes, and then just throws.
Oh, so
Gru goes,
they
Oh no!
they stack up and then they you can,
Yeah.
and then they hurl themselves.
Yeah, because, I mean, they're strong. I mean, I assume that they're heavy, but they're also strong, so they can carry the weight. And, yeah, they could just hurl themselves and their brothers, their brethren, at Felonious. Gru.
That's that's an interesting proposition. I think that would be kind of funny to watch. I'm just kind of imagining these like short, stout little things, just like
I know.
I feel like they
I
could
know
jump.
it's like in Super Mario Bros. When you're doing 2-player and you can like pick up the other guy and then like throw him. That's exactly what it is.
Interesting.
That's what I'm thinking in my head. That's exactly what I'm visualizing. They're like on top of the head and then go. Anyway,
Yeah, that could be a powerful thing. But Gru has the freeze ray. He could just pew, and just like freeze them in midair, and then they.
but they are strong, so they could just go.
Maybe.
Crunk it out. You know?
Maybe, possibly.
They could just go.
Have we considered all the possibilities that could happen with the worm? Because if Gru uses his beginning weapon, let's say it's a very wormy place. He does this, he gets a lot of worms, and he sticks the worms on the rocks. He slings them over his shoulder.
No. I was thinking just like nunchuck. Like I said in the last episode, like I can't do the action. Anyway.
Jalapeno damn.
I think there's a lot
Worm.
he could do with the worm.
Jalapeno damn.
Here's another thing that could happen. Gru gets into his Gru-mobile and just simply rolls over them. I mean, they're strong, but they're not invincible.
I'm saying no to that point because I feel
How do you feel?
I don't think that's I don't think that's the thing. I think yeah, they could get run over and they're fine.
You think they would be fine if they got run over?
Well, it depends what speed.
Any speed. Like,
I feel like they would be okay.
the Gru-mobile is coming at the 8 miniature rocks at 50 miles per hour. I don't know what that is in kilometers. He comes Russian.
Russian?
Ukrainian, I'm sorry. He comes flying at the mini rocks and just runs them over. Do you think they would survive that? Just because they're small and compact doesn't mean they're impervious to...
Well, I'm just thinking that they're strong so they could withstand getting hit.
Do you think the regular rock could survive getting hit?
But they're mini. So in my head, they are automatically just fictional and like...
Immortal.
Yeah. You know,
All right.
they're like... they can't.
Here's what I'm thinking. Okay, I don't care if the timer goes off during this because I have to say this scenario. The 8 mini rocks, they line up in a triangle position, akin to bowling pins. The humph. And Gru gets a worm, or even better, one of those little pill bugs, those potato bugs, or whatever you call them.
Dino.
What?
Dino bugs. That's what I call them. Dinosaur.
I said I don't care if the timer goes off. No, that's not
what I was saying either.
I think I would call them a pill bug.
It's probably what it is called, but I always called them dino bugs because they look... Yeah, because they look like prehistoric, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Or like an armadillo.
Yeah, he just gets one of those guys, makes it huge with his
Big Ray
enlarging weapon, and he just rolls that chunky bug into the Dwayne Johnson bowling pin triangle. How many do you think he knocks over?
It's a bug, bruh.
But it's a bug that's been increased to the size of
But
like
it's a bug. And it's...
What?
Don't you think that one of the rocks could just stand in that line and they just go...
Possibly, but I'm just curious to see how many you think they could... How many, like, would be knocked over.
2. 3.
Okay. Do you think you could try again for a spare?
Sure. I don't know, but do you think that would knock them out perm?
No. I was just bringing up this hypothetical scenario.
All right, let's go to the phones.
All right, let's go to the...
Let's see who would win on this Wednesday. 8 mini rocks or Gru.
The final battle here.
Of the
winner.
quarterfinal. Who would win. The winner will take on the minions. Oh.
No, the bees.
What? Oh, shit.
Jalapeno damn.
But there is still a possibility
there is still
that
a possibility.
the end result is Gru versus
What?
minions.
Wait, okay, it's fine.
8 mini rocks versus Gru. Who's taking it? Ooh, the 8 mini rocks. So sorry, Gru. But you just got rocked. 75 to 25. All right.
All right. So that means next week we will have our semi-wemmies. So we have Mr. Miyagi versus 77 minions. And then the next battle would be 503 bees versus 8 mini rocks. Who would win? Tune in to find out next week.
On
WWWW.
good. That was a good ending.